Oh, it's going to be a gala Friday event.
Oh, yes.
Mike Stone, welcome. How are you?
Yes.
I knew that would resonate with you. I was
Oh.
horrified because Kenny admitted, I've never seen the movie Casino. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I'm like, I quit. Come on, Kenny.
He'll watch that after he watches the Broad Street Bullies documentary that I gave him to watch, or told him to watch like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I
to
think
help him understand why I am what I am.
He'll get to you first. Have you patched things up with Mike James? I know that was a big kerfuffle before the show.
He's going to be on later.
Okay. Restore the floor.
Restore the floor. It'll
So
be on
let's,
next week. Yes.
I want to dive into this. We're going to get to the wings later because Kenny is tantalizing us, Mike.
Yes, I know. He's
Hey, Kenny, yeah, you are. You're being a little flirt because they made this nothing burger move
Oh, I know.
for some, Iman Shumpert defenseman or whoever this is. Listen,
Taj Gibson.
he's a nobody.
Yeah, he's
But
already in Grand Rapids.
They saved $2 million on the cap.
Oh, is there anything there?
Kenny Cott says, quote,
Yeah.
Stevie's loading up, close quote.
I hope so, but the problem is
who?
There's nobody left to load up on unless there's some kind of major surprise trade. Yes, you can get Kenny's, godchild, Gudis, maybe.
Kenny, be serious with us, and we'll get to the wings a little bit later. But your level of faith in what you teased us with when you heard about this trade, that Stevie's loading up before the deadline.
For the deadline or for the offseason?
I still think it's offseason.
I think this $2 million saved is for the offseason, but there could be a move still on the way. It was the Red Wings that broke this trade. It wasn't a writer of any kind. That means it came from within. Nobody knew about this.
Because it's insignificant.
That is correct.
Yeah, because no one knows who they traded
even
for.
the insignificant trades, you get the beat writers talking about. So that doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, after a national writer announces the trade, I can confirm.
Yes.
Of course you did it. I'm a radio host. I can confirm that David just told me the Wings made a trade.
Yes.
The Red Wings broke it. It's important. Leave me alone.
All right, done. We'll get to the Wings a little later. We are going to get to free agency because the time Stoney and I return to you Monday at 2 p.m,
Yes.
free agency's open.
Absolutely. By the way, before we actually start, I just want to say hello to your dad, Big G, and other members of the family who might be listening because your father has a lot of my father in him where he listens to you constantly.
All the time, yeah.
And my father used to listen to me constantly in the afternoons. Now, when I got moved to the mornings, Lou didn't get up till past 10. So,
A little bit tough.
Yes. So I love
Very
the
nice.
fact that your father is a listener to the show, and of
You know
course,
what he likes,
the
Mike?
East Coast.
He does the YouTube. He likes the video.
Oh, good.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Yes. Well, because you guys were talking yesterday about guys you don't want on your team, so I decided to wear the Trust the Process hoodie that I own because Ben Simmons, they announced yesterday, would not be playing again this year. And Ben Simmons led to James Harden. So both of those guys can go in a corner and you know what.
Yeah, I know.
As far as I'm
And David
concerned.
and I right now are on alert because apparently this is where I knew it. David was going to pray. He was going to get God involved.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, 24 hours after I busted his holy stones, now the Giants apparently have met with Russell Wilson.
I know.
Enjoy Russ, Mike.
Go to hell. I don't know that I could say that to a pastor, but
Yes.
it just happened.
Yes.
So I want to start the show with something totally off the board, Stoney. This Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing. I need the young people to unite, all right? We're going to throw the bat signal up. I heard Rieger talk about this last night as I was driving home, and I actually agreed with Jeff. Because the Jake Paul thing, I don't understand. He's fought a bunch of tomato cans, and he wins these fights. And clearly, he's training to be a boxer, and he has some level of ability.
Who's better, him or his brother?
I don't, Kenny? That's an Evan question.
Okay.
Evan would know. But he's fighting he's 27. He's fighting 57-year-old Mike Tyson. And you and I talked before the show. I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. I'm afraid of him.
Yes. You're right. He could be my age for crying out loud, and people who are 20 years younger would still get the you-know-what knocked out of him because he's Mike Tyson, or more importantly, the fear. He's still, even when he makes you laugh in The Hangover, you kind of think he's going to come through the screen and just hit you with a right cross and going to send you to no.
So this fight's going to be July 20th. This is going to be at Jerry World. That's an 80,000 seat venue.
Oh God, I'd love to see Tyson fight Jerry. That's something I'd pay for.
This is going to be on Netflix. I just want to know, and if anyone has any intel, help me. Because Stoney and I agree on this, and maybe it means we're both horribly wrong. But doesn't Mike Tyson have a shot to win this fight?
Yeah, it just takes one punch. And I don't care how old he is,
But
Mike.
is it an actual fight, Stone?
Well, that's the other question. I don't know what the script says. Ask Goodell.
That's the whole. By the way, how loud is he going to get booed at the draft?
Oh, pretty damn loud.
I was thinking about that. I go, oh, that's going to be so uncomfortable. But David, I don't care if it's ticket texters. I don't care if it's callers. But Stoney and I wanted to do a segment on this just to understand, because this was a lot of people going to watch this. You can laugh at it, mock it, say you're not. You're gonna. I admit I'm gonna watch this. I look. Tyson is still the kid from the Catskills, and he's terrifying, and he's bringing the pigeons, and he's murdering people in 10 seconds.
Yes.
I know he's 57.
Is he going to walk in the ring with a tiger?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just help me, people, because I know you're more in tune to Jake Paul, and what's the other one? Logan Paul. Look.
Hell, for me, it could be Chris Paul.
Right.
Still, or Mrs. Paul's fish sticks.
248-539-9797. David, we talked about it briefly. Are you going to watch this? July 20th.
Yes, I'm going to watch this. I am definitely going to watch this, and I believe that Mike Tyson is going to destroy him. He's Mike Tyson. He can only do one thing, is punch you to death.
Right.
That's it. You're dead.
We can, how they'll say, the older people can never, we need to, move on with our lives. Mike Tyson, even though he's younger than me, I can't move on. I still think he's the baddest dude I've ever seen in a ring. And he's one of the baddest athletes. I mean, like in professional sports, who do you think scares the hell out of you? The only one I can even think of off the top of my head, none of the hockey guys scare me anymore. The guy who used to play for the Heat, I don't know, he played James Johnson because he's a black belt or whatever.
Oh, yeah, from Wake Forest.
Yeah, him I wouldn't want to meet in an alley. But nobody else. But Mike Tyson, yeah. He still scares the crap out of me.
I'll tell you who scares me now. Max Crosby. Max Crosby's terrifying.
I just think he's really freaking good.
No, he's great, but he's out of his mind.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a violent. I don't think it's.
What?
I don't think he's a dirty player.
Hey, you don't have to be dirty to be scary.
Yeah, I know.
He's scary.
Okay. I love him, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have him on my team.
Yes.
But I want to know from the people. And look, I understand if you call up and you go, guys, you're both on crack, or in Stoney's case, coke. Paul is 27. This guy's 57. But he's 57. He's Mike Tyson.
Right.
And I know, now Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr. What was this?
2020. Yeah.
Was that bad? Did he look terrible?
He didn't look great.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he didn't look great. But again,
So,
that's two old people going against each other.
Okay,
Right.
So should I have a problem that a 27-year-old is going to be hitting on a 60-year-old?
But he doesn't have the boxing skill level there. That's the problem that I have. He can't box like Mike Tyson can box.
I got to know. I got to know from the audience. I admit I have not gotten involved. Like when, what was it? Was it this Paul? Was it Logan? Who fought?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who
Logan.
fought Floyd and stole his hat?
Logan
fought him. Now, I heard that was a total joke. That was an absolute cash grab. Now, if this is not an actual boxing match, well, then all bets are off. But if they're actually boxing, are Stoney and I insane? Because I'm going to watch this and be like, I would not want to get in the ring with any version of Mike Tyson that's
Never.
halfway serious about boxing.
Never.
Ever. 248-539-9797. David, ticket text. We'll let Kenny get the callers squared away. What do you got for me?
I hope Tyson goes off script and knocks out Jake Paul and ends his career once and for all. Tired of hearing about him. That's from Paul. I'm sorry, that's from Cameron.
I just view
Monroe.
the Pauls as everything wrong with society. How have we platformed these two and turned them into billionaires?
If Paul's so good, why doesn't he go through like Olympic trials and represent our country?
Okay, I don't have that answer.
That's what I'm saying about the skill level. If he's so skilled, then do that. Go professional. Tyson has to win, or I lose all hope for all of us. Okay.
The meteor takes us all out.
It's basically just a cash grab. I mean, come on. They're probably getting paid a couple million just to get in the ring. Who wouldn't? I'm getting the ring. I'm getting the fight with Tyson, too. I was getting paid a couple $1 million.
Yeah, and understand. There is no question. This is going to be a handsome financial reward. Will they sell out Jerry World? I'm not qualified to tell you that.
Depends who's on the undercard.
But they'll move tickets. And the fact that Netflix is picking this up, you know they got deep pockets. So if you call up and say, guys, it's not a boxing match. It's just going to be a cheap cash grab. They'll hug each other around the ring. There'll be some ridiculous decision. Who am I to argue? I'm just saying if they actually fight, there's no way I'm stepping in a ring with Mike Tyson.
And Tyson will be the underdog too, probably. Wouldn't you think?
Can you put betting odds on something like this? It's an exhibition. Is there betting odds?
I don't know.
David.
I'm sure there will be, yeah.
Ask Jenkins if there was betting odds on the last Logan or, not Aaron Paul. That's the guy in Breaking Bad. What the hell's his kid's name?
Logan Paul.
I don't know. No, this is the brother. Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Who cares? Honestly. 248-539-9797. I want to get with the people. We are going to get some free agency conversation.
Maybe the Red Wings will get Nick Paul. Okay.
Listen. And Kenny, you get any whispers about the Wings. Anything. Any juice. Stoney, you're a little social media charlatan. Anything.
All right.
You bring it to the air. We got the trade deadline. We're going to get some football at 3. We got Stoney by the numbers later. A lot to do today.